Right, this is date number 3,726. I'm out of breath, I'm late by 2 minutes, it's okay. And look, we know how this is going to go. I'll probably never see him again. But this one is actually Irish, so let's see.
So the date, he was lovely, tall, great chat, really decent. We had a kiss, and honestly, I was like expecting fireworks, nothing. And today one of my friends was like, how did you feel after it? I was like, I felt dead inside, the way that I feel after every date. My mom today was like, Aisling, this is a you problem. I'm like, I'm well aware, Mary. I'm well aware that it's a me problem. It's not.
I slept with her.
Have y'all ever searched in that search bar up there on TikTok how to manipulate women, and what the men under that search say about women, and how seriously out of touch with reality they are, how out of touch with women they are, how they know literally nothing about us? A common theme I saw in there was like, oh, create distance, or like disappear on her, like, you know, that type of tactic that a lot of guys will use on us to try to get us to like be at their every beck and call. I don't know about you, girl, but me, if you give me distance, that's gonna give me time and space to think about the fact that you aren't that great, to maybe meet somebody else, because you're single until you're married. Let's be real. Why would you give a woman that you feel you need the need to manipulate? Obviously you have feelings for her. You think you're not good enough. Why would you give her the space and the time to move on from you, and to realize that her life is actually a lot better without the stress of you in it?
A huge crush on this guy in one of my classes. When I say a huge crush, I mean like I'm pining after this dude for months. For the entire semester, I am staring at the back of this dude's head thinking, that's my husband. Too shy, and I have negative riz to just go up and start talking to him, right? I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna write my number on a sticky note and just give it to him. And then my professor gets sick. Now, my professor was sick for like a solid month because we left for Thanksgiving break, and then we didn't come back to that class until the day of our final exam. I have an entire month of not seeing this guy because we don't have class. And you know what they say? Distance makes the heart grow fonder. That is very true. Sitting, waiting to take the final exam, I'm sitting like in the lobby of the building on the couch, and the guy comes and sits right in front of me, and I'm like, oh my God, this is my moment, this is my time, this is my Super Bowl. Like, this is what I've been waiting 4 months for. I write my number on the sticky note. He gets up to leave, and I give him the sticky note. So I hand him the sticky note, he opens it, he laughs, and he's like, okay, I just won the fucking lottery. I have reached the promised land. So we go in, we take the exam. He finishes the exam before me. I get out of the exam, I see a text from him, I'm overjoyed, we start talking, haha and kiking. The vibes are good, the vibes are good. Mind you, this was the days of mask mandates and having to wear a mask to class, so he couldn't really see what I looked like because he never really paid attention to me and I was wearing a mask. I knew what he looked like because I fucking stalked him on Instagram. But after like a day or two, he's like, hey, I never really got a good look at you, like send me a picture. And I'm like, cool. I send him a photo. He stops fucking responding. When I tell you, I've never wanted to yeet myself off the top of a building more. I was mortified. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. I literally have never felt embarrassment like that in my entire life. Especially because I was like, yes, I've made it. Like, I pulled my crush. I was so fucking excited. Dude thought I was ugly. So anytime you ever feel bad about your dating life, don't. Because nothing is more embarrassing than that.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Most women live in a blue-filled world till they hit 30. They think less about the consequences when they are young because they have been told from an early age that they are more mature than men and are also more intelligent than men. After 30, they go downhill. The neck sags and the face gets dry. They no longer have that beautiful complexion anymore, and they start realizing their biological clock's ticketing, and they got an Arby's roast beef sandwich in their panties because they had to not settle. They never had the reality check needed to knock them back to their senses in their early to mid-20s. I don't take women's words seriously. I don't have time to sit on podcasts like Fresh and Fit and give them a reality check in terms of gender pay gaps, relationships, marriages, and attraction. They think ugly guys with great personalities will attract women, but they don't understand that men have a different brain than women. Men's brains work differently than women's. A woman thinks more with her emotions, while guys are more logical when it comes to choosing a mating partner. And that logic forces men to forget about personality and maturity and choose good-looking women. Men don't need over-mature, overconfident women with super great personalities. Men never needed these qualities in women for survival. They just needed a fertile and nurturing companion from the Stone Age. That's why we still care about looks more than their maturity or personality. You can rate each other 10 out of 10 for personality, and that's fine, but looks are the first criterion for me. Being funny is good, but over-maturity or confidence comes at last. And when a man is rating you, he is being very honest. Men have no problem accepting they are 5 or 6. Women are depressed if they get rated 7, even while those makeup on. A lot of girls are delusional about their own appearance and rate themselves 10 out of 10 when they're actually 3 or 4 out of 10. All women are queens, that's why. At least that's what they will tell you. The truth is that these women swipe right only for about 5% of men. And guess what? It is the exact same men. Do you get it yet? All women want the exact same 5% of men. The bottom 85% of men are considered unattractive by all women. So it does not matter if she is a 1 or a 10. She will still want one of the top available guys, and would consider an average guy as settling. For a woman to be called average would imply she has to settle with an inferior man, and that's exactly what feminism is all about. Free women from the burden of marrying one of the bottom 50% of men. That's why they hate the patriarchy so much. Also weak equals low-ranked males. That's the dirty secret. I read an article written by a British woman who runs a dating service a few years ago about this, and she said it was common for average-looking women to lose their minds when a man turned them down, as if it was not possible that a man not find them attractive. You also have to think about the situation created by online dating. If you are a woman who is not a complete train wreck, and you post a pic of yourself, your inbox gets flooded with guys telling you how beautiful you are. If that was not bad enough, you get guys that are 8s and 9s getting lazy and banging girls that are 3s and 4s. Well, now the 3s and 4s think that they can get the better-looking guys all the time, so their demands go up. Women voted for equality because they thought that meant getting a better life. No more daddy with a shotgun and popping out babies. The thing is, what was planned for them wasn't a better life, but rather a corporate excuse to stop paying family benefits and making it normalized to make women work grueling minimum wage jobs with little job benefits. This also meant men were now competing with women in the job force, resulting in more societal dropouts and drug use. Dating app studies show that men are okay with pretty much any average good-looking female, but women do not show the same results. They all go for the very top males, who are often lying about who they really are, and there are simply not enough of these men to go around. I believe that by forcing women into the workforce, most average women, quite literally, have more than what a man could provide for them, and yet deep down, they still expect a man to be providing for them, perhaps on a socio-biological level. The result is women desiring a man who does not exist in the quantity needed to fill that need, partially because women are holding those very jobs they want men to be holding. What's that old saying about cake? You can't eat it and still have it. Over the last 10 to 15 years, the myth that society, music and media, has been brainwashing women, making them think that every female is a princess and a 10. They are all in the top 1%, even if there are 5. Look up this topic on YouTube and look at the number of 5s to 7s who all say they are 10s and know their worth. A woman who is a 7 isn't going to even get the attention of a top value man. It's delusional thinking and is very prevalent amongst females in the 20 to 40-year-old range. If you're a 7, own it, instead of lying to yourself with narcissistic tendencies. Average Western women think they deserve top value men because they are delusional and would rather lie to themselves and each other rather than accept reality. It really hits the fan when these women get older and don't understand why they didn't land their top value man. It's because of their ego, narcissism, delusion, an active choice to ignore reality but rather lie to themselves. It's pretty straightforward, but many women will say all of this is wrong. Well, I've dated around long enough to know that all I've said is true. Anyway, that's all for today on manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.